Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ola Dominuko and today I want to show you how I edit my pictures. So today I had a very nice and intimate maternity session. We have this model with her son and she's currently pregnant and due next week. Of course the session was very fun and very fast-paced because of the baby. But I would like to show you how I would go about editing this photo. So first of all, I would like to adjust the temperature because the background behind was gray. So I'm going to grab the color picker and I'm going to click on it to adjust the color. Now I am going to increase the light. So now what I care about is the skin. I wanna be looking at the skin so it doesn't look too blown out, and I am happy with what I have here. So now I am going to grab my radial gradient and I'm just going to focus on their faces. So I am looking for something like this, and the rest I want to darken. So you can see how I went from this to this very easily. When I shoot, I usually shoot with a smaller aspect ratio just in case I need to adjust the frame after. It gives me a little bit of buffer. So I think I will want it like that. And let me see. I think here I also would like to decrease the texture to make it softer on the edges. Okay. Now the whole thing needs to be sharpened. I am aware that I got this eye out of focus, but it's okay. We have this one in quite decent focus and the boy's face is very visible. So I'm going to add a little bit of sharpening and also luminance. Let me focus here. Okay, so we have that done. I think I also would like to increase a bit of saturation. So I'm sorry, vibrance. So I'm going to add vibrance. I'm going to add contrast, increase shadows, and maybe highlights a bit. Okay. Now I'm going to go to colors. There's not much I can do with colors, but I will try to decrease blues, greens, and aqua, just in case there's some hidden in the backdrop, but it doesn't look like it. I also like to add a little bit of luminance to the skin, just a tad. And yeah, there's no blue. Okay. So we have that done. I can also see if I can change some things here. Okay, so I am pretty happy with how that turned out. I'm going to now go and open that in Photoshop just to smooth out the skin. Okay, so I have it in Photoshop. Usually what I do is I duplicate the layer so I can work on it and see how it changes, so I can see before and after. I already have some actions for frequency separation, so let me go and start that. Okay. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to use my white brush and I'm going to brush on the skin. So this effect is very strong and I will have to adjust it later. I don't want to paint on the eyebrows, of course, and on some certain areas of the skin. Okay, now I'm gonna do the legs. So this effect is very, very strong, as I said, and I will have to adjust it later after I am done masking it out. I don't want to go too much on her face because she's already slightly out of focus, so I'm just going to go very, very gently. Okay, so we have this very strong frequency separation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go halfway, and I am very happy with how it looks on halfway. I also think that I could add some texture to it. So first I'm going to merge these two so I can see before and after. And now I have my folder with my textures from Kelly Brown, and I am going to try this one for now. If I don't like it, I am going to try another one, but I will start with this. So of course we cannot see anything now, but we need to put it on either overlay or soft light, and I think I like it on overlay more because it's more subtle. So what I am going to do now is I am going to click on my layer with the person, and Photoshop has this very cool very cool option for selecting a subject. So I'm going to let Photoshop select my subject. I'm going to then go back to my layer and delete it from her. So this is how I did that. So now of course, like, I wanted my background to be a little bit blurry, and also I don't want it on certain areas like the dress, so I'm going to remove it. I can also mask it out, but like I'm just using this for now. So I'm going to add a little bit of blur to it. So I'm going to go to blur and Gaussian blur, just a little bit to match the blur in the background, and I can also minimize it slightly. So I'm going to just save it now so I can have it in my Lightroom, and I can say that I am already very happy with it. So let's wait for it to load. Okay, so now we have it in Lightroom. So now we can see how we went from this all the way to this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and also if you follow my Instagram, I will be showing behind the scenes from this session so you can see how I capture this image. Thank you for listening.